Okay, let's talk about something really strange that's happening in the tech world right now. It's a huge paradox. On one side, you have this incredible, unprecedented excitement around artificial intelligence, but on the other, the very software companies we expect to be leading the charge are watching their stocks get absolutely hammered. It's a massive tectonic shift, and frankly, it's making a lot of people nervous. So that brings us to the big question for today. If AI is really the future, why on earth are investors punishing the software companies that are actually building it? It's a real puzzle, and it's got a lot of people in the industry climbing what analysts have started calling a wall of worry.
All right, to figure this out, here's our game plan. First, we're going to tackle that wall of worry and see what's behind all the investor anxiety. Then, we'll dive into this fascinating market dynamic called whales and krill. From there, we'll peek at Big Tech's playbook, using Apple as our guide. Then, we'll follow the money to the picks and shovels boom, before looking over the horizon at the rise of agentic AI and the global race to own this new frontier.
Okay, let's dive right into that nervousness. At its very core, the anxiety around AI software comes down to a classic mismatch: the insane hype versus the much tougher reality of actually making this stuff work.
This quote just nails it, doesn't it? The market got completely swept up in the AI hype and expected this immediate, explosive growth. But the reality is, you can't just flip an AI switch and expect magic to happen.
And this is where you see that huge gap. Wall Street expected instant profits, but back here on planet Earth, companies are figuring out that deploying AI effectively takes a lot of time. You got to train your people, find the right problems for it to solve, and then convince everyone to actually use this new bleeding-edge tech.
And here's the crazy part. Even with all this doubt and negativity around software, the broader tech market just keeps inching upwards. This is what they call climbing a wall of worry. Investors are nervous, they're anxious, but they have this massive fear of missing out. So the market just keeps grinding higher.
So how is the market dealing with all this pressure? Well, it's creating this almost predator and prey situation. And this consolidation trend has a very, very cool name.
Yep, welcome to the whales and krill scenario. In this picture, the big, established tech giants are the whales, and all the small, nimble AI startups, they're the krill. It's actually a perfect metaphor for what's happening right now.
So the whales are the old guard. Think about companies like Salesforce. They are sitting on mountains of cash, and they have these huge distribution channels. It's so much easier for them to just buy up innovative competitors and plug that new tech right into their existing ecosystem.
The krill, on the other hand, are those brilliant little startups. They cook up some incredibly smart, useful technology, but what they don't have is reach. They can't get it to millions of users. So for them, partnering up with a whale or getting bought by one is a super strategic move. It gives them the leverage and access they desperately need. It's this whole symbiotic relationship that's shaping the industry.
Now, to really see how this plays out, let's look at the playbook of maybe the biggest whale of them all, Apple. They are making a massive multi-billion-dollar bet on completely overhauling Siri.
And Apple's plan here is incredibly ambitious. The new Siri is meant to be a real AI answer engine that can search the web for info. It's also, finally, going to tap into your personal data. Imagine asking, "What was that song Ed texted me last week?" And it actually knows. It'll understand what's on your screen and even let you do complex stuff with your voice, like telling Siri to like something on Instagram.
But to make all that happen, Apple is facing the same critical, multi-billion-dollar question that all the big players are. Do you spend years and a fortune building your own foundational AI models from scratch, or do you just partner with a leader who's already done all that heavy lifting?
And right here, you can see the high-stakes game they're playing. Apple looked at both Google and Anthropic. The problem? Anthropic is reportedly asking for over $1.5 billion a year. Yikes! Google, on the other hand, is a partner they've worked with for ages, and they already have an agreement in place. So, for now, all signs are pointing toward a deal with Google's Gemini.
But here's the thing. Whether Apple builds its own AI or partners with Google, one thing is certain. Powering these gigantic models requires a staggering amount of physical stuff. And while the software side of AI is climbing that wall of worry, the part of the economy that's building all that hardware, well, that's where a full-blown gold rush is happening.
I mean, just look at this chart. The difference is just stark. Software stocks like Salesforce are down 30% this year. Hardware stocks like Broadcom, they're up 30%. The money isn't flowing into AI apps just yet. It's flowing into building the physical foundation that makes AI possible in the first place.
We are in a classic picks and shovels phase.
During the old gold rushes in the 1800s, the people who made the most reliable money weren't the ones digging for gold. It was the people selling the picks and shovels. Well, today it's the hardware and infrastructure companies selling the essential tools for this AI revolution.
And this hardware boom is a colossal project. I mean, building these enormous data centers can take, get this, 5 to 6 years just to get connected to the power grid. And that's if you can even get past all the not-in-my-backyard opposition. This is a multi-year, multi-trillion-dollar global construction project we're talking about.
So what is all this incredible new infrastructure for? I mean, what comes after the chatbots and image generators we're all playing with today? Well, the answer is a powerful, and I mean powerful, new evolution of AI.
It's called Agentic AI. And the way HPE's CEO puts it is perfect. This is the next step beyond generative AI. An agentic system doesn't just answer your questions, it acts on your behalf. It completes complex, multi-step tasks to automate and simplify how businesses run.
And listen, this isn't some far-off sci-fi concept. This is happening right now. A single company, HPE, has already rolled out more than 60 of these agentic systems across their business, in finance, marketing, their supply chain, and they have over 200 more in testing. This is where the real-world productivity gains are expected to come from.
And you can bet this shift toward agentic AI isn't just a Silicon Valley story. Oh no. This is the new center stage for an intense global race for dominance.
Just take China's DeepSeek, for instance. They made a splash with their first chatbot, but now they're completely focused on building their next model with these agentic capabilities baked right in. They want an AI that can handle really complex, multi-step jobs so they can compete, not just with Chinese giants like Alibaba and Tencent, but with the big US players in the incredibly important Asian market.
So as we've seen, this whole AI revolution is a really complex, multi-layered race. You've got the builders, the hardware companies that are cashing in right now. You've got the innovators, the software companies climbing that wall of worry. And you have the giant integrators, the Apples of the world, using their incredible scale to try and bring it all together. And that leaves us with one final, crucial question. In the long run, who is going to capture the lion's share of the value? If you enjoyed the episode, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.